Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the subject Human Resource Management, we will be focusing on the point methods of employee training. Okay. See, in the last lecture, we have started the concept of training. Okay. We have gone through the meaning, process, definition of training. Okay. Prior to actually starting the methods of employee training, just we will revise what is training. Okay, then it will be easier for us to understand the different methods which are used to train the employee. Okay, see, what is training? Training is concerned with developing a particular skill to a desired standard by instruction and practice. Okay, see, what is done into training? Training ensures that, okay, we have developed a particular skill of the employee. Okay, means the desired standard is achieved by providing knowledge related to the skills to the employees. Okay, means the gap between the adaptations of the organization and your present employee. Okay, the gap which you find in the knowledge of your present employees and the adaptation which is required to face the challenge or change in the market environment. Okay, this gap is bridged through training. Okay, training offers certain skills, certain knowledge, okay, to the employees so that they can modify, adapt, or they can upgrade, update themselves. Okay, training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee for doing a particular job. Okay, training is an act of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee for doing a particular job. Okay, what happens? See here, in this activity, in training activity, what is done? Yes, the knowledge and skill of the employee is increased. Okay, the knowledge and skill which is required by the employee to perform a particular job, to do a particular job, that knowledge and skill, it is increased or it is updated. Okay, then training is an activity leading to skilled behavior, the process of teaching employees the basic skills they need to perform their job. Okay, see what is done into training activity. Yes, training activity, it is a procedure or it is a process in which your employees do learn the basic skills they need to perform into their job. Okay, see, usually whenever you appoint a fresher into your organization, and yes, you ensure efficiency and effectiveness into the work or job whichever he provides. Okay, whenever you do in this way, whenever you are thinking that the fresher whom you have employed as an employee of your organization, whom you have selected as an employee of your organization, he should perform in a good manner, he should conduct or he should accomplish the task whichever is given to him in a proper manner which will be benefiting your organization. Okay, when you think in this way, surely yes, you should look after the skills and knowledge which that person possesses. Okay, as a fresher, he might not have experience related to your organization, he might not be knowing what is your culture, is it, how to do or how to perform the job effectively, efficiently, or how to accomplish the task in a proper time, in proper manner. Okay, he is not aware about all these things. Okay, and here it is your responsibility to acquaint that person, to acquaint that fresher with your organization and its culture. And this role or this updation of the employee or adaptation or match of the employee with the organization itself is done under a single title called as training. Okay, so training is an activity, okay, which leads to skilled behavior. It is a process in which you teach your employees the basic skills whichever is needed to perform the job which you have assigned to that person in an effective manner. Okay, getting it? So a procedure is adopted in training. What is the procedure? Let's see. Okay, check whether your employee is in need of training. Okay, see, training is not only provided to the fresher, but also training is provided to your existing staff. Is it? Training can be provided to freshers, new employees, as well as existing employees. Okay, and different kinds of training programs they are offered to these people. Okay, the training program which is given to the fresher might not be given to the existing employees. Is it? Because they do have experience. Okay, just what they need is to update themselves. Is it? While freshers, they might be having knowledge related to is it recent trends, but they might lack experience. Is it? Or they might lack the practical knowledge. Is it? This can happen. They might be good into theoretical knowledge, but what about practical knowledge? That might be missing into them. Okay, so based on the criteria of employee, based on their okay position in the organization, as well as based on their experience, you need to offer training program. So first of all, whenever you think that you should be offering training program to your employees, first look at this whether training is needed to be offered. Okay, if you think that you should give training or you should offer training to the employees, then only you should select it. Okay, then determine what type of training is needed. Okay, see, after critical evaluation of all your employees, or after observing or supervising your employees, you found that okay, some of the skills they are missing. For example, okay, if you think that soft skills they are missing into the top level, into the middle level, or into the lower level of management. Okay, if you found that the soft skills they are missing into laborers or factory workers. Okay, you found this. Is it? Now only finding is not important. Okay, to update these employees with the soft skills, or to teach these employees the soft skill. Okay, a training program should be designed in which all this lower level of management they will be included. Is it? Then identifying goals and objectives. Yes, see, your organization's goals and objectives. What are the organization's goals and objectives? You should first draft it. Then okay, why you're providing training program, draft the goals and objectives of the training program also. Is it? See, just for instance, okay, like the example just we discussed. Okay, for example, you found that the lower level of management which is prevailing into your organization, they do lack in soft skills. So what you did? Yes, you thought that you should be, or you finalized that you should be providing a training program based on soft skills to this people. Okay, so what you did? Yes, you started to prepare for that program. Okay, now first be clear with this. Okay, first be clear with this that okay, you should always be answering a question why we are offering this training program to the particular level of management. Okay, whenever you are answering this question, yes, surely the answers will be the goals and objectives which you will be identifying through this process. Okay, then implementing training. Yes, you have drafted the programs for some of your employees into your organization. Okay, only drafting the program is not important. What about the execution? Whether actually you have prepared for the training program. When you are scheduling that training program, okay, is the employee willing to participate in that training program? okay, and whether you will be providing concession to these employees so that that person will readily attend that training program. Is it? All these things you are required to do in implementing training. Is it? So see what you have done. Yes, first what you did, yes, whether training is needed, you identified, decided. Okay, then what type of training is needed, you decided. Then you identified the goals and objectives of such type of training program. Then actually you have scheduled the training program and you have started training the program, training the employees. Okay, after that, evaluation of the training program. Evaluation of training program means what? Yes, you have provided training program. For example, you have provided soft skill training program to the lower level of management. Okay, after attending the training program, okay, for example, you have offered training program of soft skill for 20 days. Okay, now on the 21st day, is it, whenever your employee has successfully attended the training program, okay, after that, on the next day, what you are required to do? Yes, follow up whether your employee, they have grasped that soft skills or not, or they are continuing their rude behavior which earlier they were having. Okay, so here in the last step, yes, you evaluate the training program whether it has benefited or not. Check it thoroughly. Okay, then see, we will go through the methods. Okay, methods of employee training. See, there are 5 methods. Okay, actually there are many more methods, but for our discussion purpose we will be having only 5 methods. Okay, there are 5 methods of employee training. So the first method used in training program is induction training. Induction training, also this is known as orientation training. Okay, now such type of orientation training or induction training, it is given for the new recruits in order to make them familiarize with the internal environment of an organization. Okay, it helps the employees to understand the procedures, code of conduct, policies existing in that organization. See what is done into induction training. Okay, induction training is a method in which, okay, you acquaint the new recruits or the freshers with the organization's environment. Okay, now what is done into this induction training or this orientation training? Okay, in this induction training or orientation training, actually the freshers, they are communicated with the code of conduct, policies, procedures of your organization. They are familiarized with the internal environment of your organization. Okay, why to do this? Yes, see, whenever you appoint the freshers, at the time, these people, these freshers, these candidates, they are not aware about, okay, the best or prevailing practices of your organization. Okay, and if they don't know your culture, your organization's culture, surely they will behave in a way which might be unsuitable for your organization. Okay, they will perform their task, okay, in whatsoever mode or whatsoever method they have learned into their theoretical training. Okay, so in induction training, what is done? Yes, the freshers, they are made acquainted with the internal environment of your organization in which they are, okay, supposed to understand the procedure, code of conduct, policies, okay, culture of your organization. so that once you provide induction training to this person, that person will not commit mistakes into your organization. Is it? Because committing the mistakes and errors in the organization surely will badly affect the organization's efficiency, right? So this induction program is provided to the freshers. Then job instruction training. Job instruction training. See, the title itself tells the meaning of that job instruction training. See, this training provides an overview about the job, and experienced trainers demonstrate the entire job. What is done? See, in this job instruction training, instructions related to the job they are given to the trainees. See, instructions related to the job is provided in such type of training. This training provides an overview about the job. Means the job whichever the trainees will be performing in the organization, that job is critically overviewed. Means, for example, if the job is finance manager, if the job role is finance manager, or that person after completing the training program, he is supposed to be a finance manager. So what is the role of finance manager? What are the responsibilities of finance manager? As a finance manager, what he is supposed to do? When he is supposed to do what things? What are the skills that person is required to update? Is it? What are the decisions which he will be taking? Whom he is answerable? Who are answerable to him? Is it? All these things they are communicated in job instruction training. For example, the factory workers, how to handle the machinery. Is it? How there will be breakdown into machineries. Is it? What mistakes he should not commit. What are the do's, what are the don'ts? Is it? All these things related to the job, they are communicated efficiently, effectively in job instruction training. Then another training method is vestibule training. See, what is this vestibule training? It is a training on actual work to be done by an employee, but conducted away from the workplace. See, this training is offered in which trainees learn on the actual and stimulated equipment they will be using in the job. See, what is done into this type of training program? Yes. See, if the employees, right, if the employees, they will be working on some of the machineries. If the employees, they will be working on some of the machineries, or they will be using some of the technology. Prior to actually working on the actual technology, these people, they are trained away from the organization. They might be trained in some of the laboratories or some of the training institute. Is it? In which, just like the actual technology, some demo technology might be used. Demo technology might be used. In which properly handling of that technology is taught, or the employees, the trainees, through the training program, they are developed in such a way that they will be used to the technology. So in this training, what is done? The trainees, they are taken off from the workplace to a separate room, or which is called as vestibule. Okay, there they are supposed to get training in which, okay, they are acquainted with the technology or the machineries which they will be using there. Okay, through training actually the employees, they are made acquainted, they are is it they are trained in that way that they will be aware about the technology which they will be using actually in the organization. Is it? See why vestibule training is necessary? Because, okay, if directly you send the employees in the place where they will be using the technology, then what will happen? Yes, if due to ignorance, if due to ignorance or due in haste, if these people, these employees, they misutilize the technology, or due to some of the things, due to some of their activities, if the machinery stops functioning, or it is damaged, or it is destroyed, okay, it will be quite costly for the organization to recover that technology. Okay, so for that, okay, these employees who will be working on the technologies, they are carried away to a place where, okay, they will be using, or they will be seeing the demonstrations, okay, in which they will be trained in that way that whenever they will be using actual technology, they will be used to it. Okay, this is vestibule training. Okay, then it is a refresher training. What is refresher training? What is done into refresher training? Yes, this type of training is offered in order to incorporate the latest development in a particular field. See, as per the updations, okay, as per the updations, as per the updations in the market, okay, whenever you update your organization, is it, whenever you acquire new technology into your organization, yes, at the time you are required to upgrade the skills of your existing employees also, right? Okay, though your employees, they have quite experience, still whenever you will be exposing this people to the new technology, yes, they will not be able to handle that technology effectively. So for this, such type of training program is offered. Okay, in this type of training, yes, the employees, they are imparted skills so that they can upgrade themselves. Okay, this training can also be used for promoting an employee. Is it? For example, if you are promoting an employee to a higher position, okay, yes, though that person has observed such type of job, but he has not experienced that job, means what he is supposed to do or perform, is it, whenever he will be promoted, that he is ignorant about that thing. Okay, so in refresher training, what is done? Yes, he is upgraded to the skills which will exactly match him towards that new position. Okay, so in refresher training, what is done? In refresher training, yes, the existing employees, they are imparted with the upgraded skills. Okay, then it is apprenticeship training. Apprentice is a worker who spends a prescribed period of time under a supervisor. Okay, see, whenever you are fresher, usually you are provided with this apprenticeship training, or before joining the organization, is it, to match with the organization, or to acquaint yourself with such type of job role, what you do is, yes, you take such type of training, okay, in which under supervision, you do perform your job. Is it means constantly someone observes or someone supervises you or guides you so that you will be perfect in that field. Is it? For example, okay, if we consider certain professions, is it? For example, if you want to be a doctor, okay, prior to actually starting your practice, yes, what you are required to do? Yes, you are required to work under a doctor, is it? So that you will be aware about the things which you will be doing whenever you will be practicing, right? So such type of apprenticeship training program, it is offered so that you will be getting the knowledge related to that job, and you can practice individually. Okay, so these are the few methods of employee training. Yes, see, just a review we will be having. In induction training, what is done? Yes, training is offered to the freshers so that they get themselves acquainted to the internal environment of the organization. Then it is job instruction training. Yes, instructions related to the job, it is provided in such type of training program. Then it is vestibule training. Yes, whenever it comes to handling of the new technology or the technologies of your organization which are quite costly, is it? What is done? Yes, the employees, they are carried to a separate room in which, yes, such type of technology or such type of demo technologies, it is made available, and they are trained in that way that whenever they will be working on the actual technology, it will be quite easier for them to work there without any mistakes or errors. Okay, then refresher training is provided to the existing employees, okay, to update their skills and knowledge related to the job, okay, so that it will be easier for them to accept the changes in the organization. Okay, then it is apprenticeship training. Yes, to perform individually or to practice individually the job role, such type of apprenticeship training is offered to freshers or newcomers. Okay, so with this we conclude today's lecture. Thank you.